virtually every part of our lives is touched in some way by technology.
Sure is. And Comcast is our New Mexico-style technology consultant. And this morning we are so pleased to welcome Chris Dunkenson. He is the Area Vice President for Comcast. Welcome, Chris.
Welcome. Thank you for having us on.
We appreciate you being here. Hey, I'm a TV addict, as everybody knows, and what would I do without my Comcast? I wouldn't be watching so much. So everybody knows that Comcast, of course, provides cable TV, but the company really includes much more than that. So you are here to tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Comcast is actually one of the largest broadband providers in the country. We also offer residential and commercial high-speed service, as well as telephone and internet. So it's we've really grown over the years.
Sure.
Now, one of the neat features is a video on demand. Can you tell us about that?
I love video on demand.
My family is addicted to video on demand. It allows you to watch TV on your terms. There's hundreds of hours of free content. You can pause, rewind, stop, go take a phone call. It's really just great content.
Sweet.
Well, what I love so much is that when you have, and do you have to have the same channel on if you're watching a TV show and you run out of the room and then you come back? If you rewind it, you can go back to where you left off without even taping it on your DVR.
That's right.
But it has to stay on that channel, right?
It has to stay on that channel. That's correct.
Okay.
Wow.
That's one of my favorite features.
And because Nikki runs out of the room all the time.
Well, different people have different preferences.
Too much magic water there, Nikki.
It is. Well, yeah, and on-demand offers a lot of programming and a lot of options. But the other thing is that you're doing a lot on a state level that I want to talk about. So tell us a little bit about that for all of our New Mexico residents.
Yeah, we've actually invested millions of dollars in our New Mexico network. We were able to recently launch high-speed internet in Portales, and we're looking at ways to invest in the rural areas and really bring technology to our consumers.
Nice.
It's exciting stuff.
It is, because, we heard the story about what happened in Egypt yesterday, and when mass confusion when you can't get online.
Yep. Yeah, through Twitter, Facebook, it's how our kids are connected, it's how people are applying for jobs. It's really important.
It's really important.
Now, tell me, how do I take advantage of my high-definition TV?
Oh, yes.
What does Comcast offer for high definition?
Well, speaking as a sports fan, I love high definition.
Super Bowl coming up.
We added 65 high definition channels last month in Albuquerque. We now have over 110. I can speak for other sports fans, but if you're a UNM fan, we offer Versus HD, CBS College Sports in HD, so you can watch the Lobos in high definition.
Awesome. That's great.
Well, okay, so now this is going to be a question for people who are not so technologically inclined. Not to say that I'm not, but if you buy a high-def TV, okay? Now, I noticed that until I called Comcast and had somebody come over and show me, I didn't understand how to maximize the features of my TV with my digital box. So can you kind of give a little brief understanding to people, because the little things on the remote even that I didn't realize, like the zoom, and there's so many things.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people associate, I have a big TV with a flat screen, it must be high definition. But to get true high definition, you've got to have the right cables, you've got to have it hooked up correctly, and you've got to really know what your viewing preferences are. And we can work with you and bring those to you, absolutely.
Awesome.
Would you recommend an HDMI cable to maximize? Because I think that's one of the things I was told to do.
Depends on your television setup.
Okay.
But we can have one of our technicians come out and take a look and really hook up what works well for your system.
Excellent. Now, what's X-FINITY TV?
Yes,
can you tell us about that?
X-FINITY is our latest venture. It's really cool. If you're a Comcast customer, you have a Comcast username and an ID, you can go to www.xfinitytv.com, log on, and there's over 150,000 choices that you can view. It's really TV on your terms.
What?
And you can take it with you.
Wow.
So you just by going online?
That's right.
And you just put in so do you just create your own username? And
yep.
That's it?
When you sign up for Comcast high-speed internet, you get a username and a password, and it gives you access to the same things you can see at home. It's really, take it with you. TV, if you're in a hotel room, an airport, great stuff.
That is cool.
Pretty cool. So is that a bundle, an add-on bundle?
That comes as part of your Comcast internet service.
That is excellent.
Really?
Yeah, that's very
cool. That is cool. So repeat the website again so people know.
It's www.xfinitytv.com.
xfinitytv.com.
Yep.
Okay, that's
And if anybody has a question, give us a call. We'll be happy to work through it.
And that's the thing. My mom and I always joke. She's in New Jersey. I'm here. But we are, every time I call her, she's calling Comcast to ask a question. Then I say, I'll call you. I have to ask Comcast a question. I said, I swear, our best friends, we should be best friends at this point with Comcast, because we're on the phone more with Comcast than we are with each other. It's great because we have so many questions, and I feel like I'm one of those people that I could troubleshoot all day, but I'd rather ask the expert.
I appreciate that. Well, we're here 24/7, so give us a call. We'll be happy to help.
And we should give you a call using Comcast phone service.
That's right.
There you go.
See, and that's the thing. I really for the devil's advocate perspective out here. What about people who are saying, well, you know, I have my cell phone, and, you know, I don't need a home phone. I don't need a landline. What would you say? Because you deal with this a lot.
You know what? It depends on what your family needs are. You know, I've got an 8-year-old. I don't want my 8-year-old's friends calling my cell phone.
Sure.
If you have an alarm system, a lot of times that's tied in. And it's also a way to keep in contact with friends and neighbors. You may not want your cell phone ringing all the time.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's still a part of our society, and it's still a valued part. So.
And what's ahead for Comcast in the future? What do we see?
Yeah.
You know what? We're investing in the network. We're expanding. We're really looking at ways to bring rich content and great programming to our consumers. It's really an exciting time to be in high technology.
It sure is. You can't live without it. I mean, you really can't. And that example from Egypt is a perfect example.
Absolutely true.
We can't live without it. So we need our Comcast. And, of course, it is thanks to Comcast that we are able to bring you technology stories and, of course, our viewer pictures, which we love, that are usually sent on digital cameras via the email system. So we are very pleased to have Comcast as our technology experts. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here today.
Thank you for having us on today. Thank you very much.
I get the first shake. Ladies first.
Right. Ladies first.
Okay, well, now we've got some more fun coming up, as always, here on New Mexico Style. You may recognize that guy I'm talking to so intently. If you guessed it's Matthew Morrison, then you guessed right. Or maybe you just said, oh, he's that guy from Glee. Well, we're talking to him coming up next.